World-renowned e-commerce pioneer, owner of the Washington Post, founder of Amazon, and the space exploration company Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos is a household name these days. People know him for greatness, perseverance, and ultimate success. His successful business ventures made him the wealthiest man in the world from 2017 until 2021. Today, we dig deeper to learn how Jeff Bezos became the richest person in the world. Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen was born to Ted and Jacqueline Jorgensen on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bezos' mother left his father, married a Cuban immigrant, Mike Bezos, and moved to Houston, Texas. There, young Jeffrey studied at the River Oaks Elementary School, and later at the Miami Palmetto Senior High School, when the family shifted to Miami. Jeff enrolled in the Student Science Training Program at the University of Florida. Jeff was a brilliant student and was awarded the Silver Knight Award, becoming a National High School Merit Scholar, then graduating with honors in electrical engineering and computer science from Princeton University. His interest and aptitude for science and technology were evident from a very early age. Jeff was a member of the Phi Beta Kappa and Tau Beta Pi honor societies at Princeton, and the president of the Space Exploration and Exploration Student Division. The beginning of career. After graduating from Princeton, Jeff Bezos worked in computer science on Wall Street. He developed an international trade network for the company, FITEL. Jeff was employed with Bankers Trust. His rise in the business world was meteoric. Jeff was the youngest senior vice president in an investment company, D.E. Shaw. On the heels of that success, and gaining the financial backing he needed to start his own business, Bezos laid the groundwork to become the entrepreneur he always wanted to be. Bezos launched an online bookstore, and this small startup would grow to become the famous Amazon.com of today. Amazon.com started on July 16, 1995, after Bezos asked 300 friends to beta test his site. It was a risky move, as Bezos was betting all his financial investments, name, and reputation on his ability to build a successful company in the new, volatile online market. In the months leading up to the launch, Jeff and a few friends built the software needed to get the site up and running in the garage. His dedication and determination to make it work keep inspiring new entrepreneurs today to keep pressing onward with their dreams. The site sold books in the United States and more than 30 foreign countries in its first month. Within 2 months, sales had reached $20,000 weekly, and anyone on the team could have guessed they would grow faster. 2 years later, Amazon.com went public and started to make a name for itself as a new e-commerce company. A strong position in the market was taken. In 2011, Amazon moved beyond consumer products and invaded the online video market, becoming a competitor to Netflix. Today, Amazon's best-known series are The Boys, Good Intentions, Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams, and The Grand Tour. In 2014, Alexa appeared, an electronic voice assistant around the house, connected to Amazon Echo intelligent speakers. Together, they can talk to the owner, make to-do lists, set alarms, turn on music, play audiobooks, and report weather and traffic jams. By September 2018, Amazon was valued at over $1 trillion, making it the second company to reach the milestone and get it just a few weeks after Apple. Since the launch of the Amazon IPO, the company's stock price has increased by 97,000%. Heights. Amazon's success was exceptional, but as a space enthusiast, Jeff's eyes were always on the sky. In 2000, Bezos again took an entrepreneurial step by founding Blue Origin. This aerospace company develops technologies to make space travel accessible to more people. The company ran quietly for a decade and a half. Once things started to pick up, around 2017, Bezos began selling $1 billion worth of Amazon stock annually to fund Blue Origin and advance new aerospace technologies. 2 years later, NASA announced that Blue Origin was one of the few select companies assisting with 19 technology projects designed to help NASA to reach Mars. Besides Amazon and Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos had many other successful deals. For example, he invested $1 million in Google in 1998, when it was just a startup. That investment is equal to $1 billion today. In 2013, Bezos bought the Washington Post, one of the oldest and best-known news outlets in the United States. He also purchased several smaller titles and incorporated them into an umbrella parent company for $250 million. Failures. The culture of growth says that if you don't fail and don't make mistakes, you're not doing anything important. Anyone remembers Fire Phone? It was one such example of Bezos' experiment. This project resulted in $170 million in losses. Despite all efforts, the Fire Phone could not compete with Android and iPhone. Then, there were Amazon Wallet, Amazon Local Registers, Music Importer, Test Drive, Amazon WebPay, Endless.com, Askville, and many more. Bezos says that experiments that do work out, such as Amazon Kindle, Amazon Prime, AWS, and others, are so successful that they pay for failures. Moving forward. Bezos never aimed to beat the competition. Instead, he focused on helping consumers and creating value for them. Under Jeff's intellectual leadership, Amazon employed more than 1.3 million talented and dedicated people. In 2021, Bezos stepped down as Amazon CEO. But this was not the end for Bezos, as he transitioned to the executive chair of Amazon's board and remains highly involved with the company's trajectory. With that said, Jeff shows no signs of slowing down or ending the curiosity, motivation, and drive that made him the crowning example of the possibility that he has come to be known. Personal life. In 1993, Bezos married Mackenzie Tuttle, whom he had met at D.E. Shaw. The couple divorced in 2019, and the day after the divorce, the National Enquirer printed a story revealing that Bezos was having an affair with another woman. Bezos subsequently investigated how the tabloid had obtained his private text messages. Then in February, he posted a lengthy essay online in which he accused officials at American Media Inc. of extortion and bribery for suggesting that they would release nude photographs of Bezos if he did not stop his inquiry. The Bezos-led investigation later alleged that his lover's brother had leaked the texts. Mackenzie Scott, Bezos' ex-wife, walked out from the marriage with a 4% stake in Amazon, becoming the third wealthiest woman in the US and the 35th the wealthiest individual in the world. Philanthropist and leader Bezos is one of the most philanthropic people in the world. Forbes estimates that Bezos has donated more than $2.4 billion to charity in his lifetime. He also committed $10 billion to his climate nonprofit, the Bezos Earth Fund, in 2020. How Bezos spends his billions? It took Jeff 3 years to become a billionaire after launching Amazon. It took him 20 years to make $50 billion, but only 2.5 years to make his second $50 billion. And then it only took 7 months to make his third $50 billion, for a total of $150 billion. And then he lost $36 billion in an instant with the stroke of a pen. Jeff Bezos' net worth today is $107 billion. Besides charity, Jeff always remembers to spoil himself. He is passionate about expensive cars, yachts, and real estate. However, he has been driving old cars for a long time. Before 1997, he had a 1987 Chevrolet Blazer for 10 years. Then he went a Honda Accord for several decades. Today, Bezos boasts a luxurious collection of super expensive cars. In his stable, Jeff has a $3 million Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, Bugatti Veyron Mansory for $3.7 million, W Motors, Lykan Hypersport for $4 million, Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita for $4.8 million, and Lamborghini Veneno for $5 million. The most expensive of his cars is the Rolls-Royce Sweptail, which cost him $13 million. The billionaire owns a lot of luxury real estate. One of Jeff Bezos' homes is the former Washington, D.C. Textile Museum and the largest building in the city. The total cost of the mansion of more than 2.5 thousand square meters has exceeded $35 million. Bezos owns a luxurious Warner Estate mansion in Beverly Hills for $165 million, a record price for real estate in Los Angeles. The estate was designed in the 1930s for the president of Warner Brothers, Jack Warner. Shortly before that, he bought 3 apartments in New York for $80 million. Their total area exceeds 1,500 square meters. Jeff Bezos also owns a $65 million private jet. Recently, Jeff started building a super yacht for an astronomical $500 million. With such expenses, can Jeff Bezos return the #1 spot in the net worth list? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you can enjoy the excellent content we send your way.